I'm here in Sydney, Australia with Ryan Townsley. Ryan and I have been friends for quite a while. We're in the industry. He has been acquired by XPEL and now heading up this marine program that is just absolutely exploding. If somebody would have asked me a year or two ago, oh, we're going to start doing boats and we're going to start doing crew, I would have freaking been like, yeah, whatever, man. And you have absolutely taken something from nothing, like nothing, to absolutely something. I mean, I was a fan of yours at PFS, and now I'm even more of a fan because you started with this blank canvas and go, I want to do boats. Who did you pitch at XPEL to go, I think we should be doing paint protection on boats?
How odd is it that it was just reversed? It was that they came to me because we were doing the boats down in Fort Lauderdale,
Yeah.
and they were like, "What are you doing? Why are we seeing all this showing? The videos and the pictures?" And I was like, "Well, no one's really doing it." And that's really how it started. It wasn't that I went to Fort Lauderdale to do boats. I went there just to open another location because, as
You like Florida?
no, I actually didn't like Florida. It was hot, it was humid, there was a lot of people, there's a lot of bugs, and I was like, but the reason the Marine started was I kind of wanted to do something different.
Something
So
different.
yeah, that's what it was, and you know how it is. What we're the OGs. We've been around for. We're like dinosaurs.
No, I love it. The thing is, I've seen a new spark in you. I've seen you travel. We were in Amsterdam. You're here in Australia, and I cannot believe how many boats there are because I never really envisioned myself going, there's a marina here. And I'm thinking short sighted. Like I go to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I go to our beach house, and I'm like, yeah, they got a bunch of fishing boats and stuff down there. And then I go, holy shit, I'm in Sydney, Australia. Let's get off the plane, and there's yacht after yacht after yacht. And I'm like, we were in Croatia, yacht after yacht after yacht. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, there's a big money.
Yes, there is. People don't understand it. It's when I was kind of talking about it like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
When they came down and talked to me, and I said it is the next coming of our industry, and it's no joke. When we started talking about it, it was more of I was just kind of happy that the Marine was starting to get a little bit of momentum, and then when XPEL approached and they wanted to acquire PFS and have me head the division. I was so excited because, it's not that I was bored with what we were doing, but 25 years, over 40,000 cars, I had seen enough cars.
Yeah, I totally get it.
It wasn't boring, but it also wasn't that much of a
What's been your
challenge.
biggest obstacle in the Marine so far?
People not understanding that they need it. If you think about where we are now in automotive industry, everybody knows what paint protection film is. Everyone knows what ceramic coating is, and they believe in it. In the marine industry, they've been fed so many lies and they were misled. Ceramic coating kind of had this, snake oil feel to it, where people are like, we tried it, it didn't work. And why do I need to put, paint protection film on my boat? It's not like I'm going to get a rock chip while I'm driving it. But when you start to explain to them that it's not just for, one specific thing, and we start doing it, and then they go, well, you told me for years to not put it on my boat, and now you're telling me I need it. It's like, well, we never had the product before. We were, people were taking automotive product, just putting it on a boat and hoping it didn't fail. But now that you have an actual product with an actual warranty, as it's, think about it, it's just been a little bit over a year since they acquired me, and we really went hardcore on it. Now we're getting a lot less pushback because it's educating the client.
I literally get on Facebook and I get on Instagram, and what you and Jason Carr are putting out there is like amazing. Like I look at the videos and I'm like, dude, that boat's sick. Oh man, that boat's sick. And just where is this taking you as far as like, you've gone to different marinas, and I saw you just worked with another manufacturer. Tell us some of the manufacturers of boats that are actually getting on board with this.
So we have, for anybody in the wakeboard industry, if they know who Pavati is, it's kind of like the Bugatti of boats, So Pavati, started doing it. We've got, let's see, probably the coolest one would be Maxim Yachts out of Spain.
Oh, wow.
And if you saw on our Instagram feed, one of our dealerships down in Fort Lauderdale, Ruby Star Marine, was doing a very large yacht, and those boats are matte gray. and they come factory that way. And they realized that to make it easier for them to keep the boat clean is it was a little tough with salt water on a matte finish paint. So they talked to us and we did a demo for them and showed them, what
are
it
the
does.
benefits?
And now every boat they build gets completely wrapped. Every square inch of that boat,
Really?
inside and outside, is done in stealth marine film.
So are they doing it at the factory?
Yes, they are doing it at the factory. It's out of Barcelona. They're doing it there. The one that they saw the video was in Fort Lauderdale. There was some paint issues, but by the time it got shipped there, it had some issues. So they kind of had to do some fixing on it. So they weren't able to get the film done before it left Barcelona. So they did the entire install in Fort Lauderdale.
So I just bought a boat. It's a badass boat. What do you recommend as when in the paint protection industry, cars are like the full front end.
Yeah.
What are the impact areas of a boat? Like if you buy a new boat and you want to do it, what are the main areas?
So if you're on a wakeboard boat, the one area that you absolutely have to get done is the transom. The swim deck, because when people are sitting on the back, either putting on their wakeboard or putting on their skis or just sitting back there, they're always banging them against the transom and it's chipping them and scratching them. And, some of the boats, some people think, oh, a boat's not that expensive. Most boats cost more than Ferraris, more than Lamborghinis. And when you get into some of the really big ones, you're talking Bugatti and Pagani price.
So the products in the marine, what all the products do you have right now?
So we have the marine protection film, which, same for automotive, would be an automotive for your paint protection film. We have marine ceramic coating, and we have marine window tint. And, some of the things different is it's specifically designed for the marine industry. So with the window film, during the lake, it's maybe not as critical, but when you're near salt water, people don't understand that metallized window film near salt water, it rusts. And
I didn't know that.
For the longest time, people had to put an edge sealant around the window tint to seal the edges so that nothing got to it and it didn't rust. So we came up with a film that has very high IR blocking, good TSER ratings with no metal in it. So you don't have to edge seal it. So it makes it much easier, much easier for an install, less messy.
As far as a boat goes, I literally saw a guy, it was two people. They were taking like a 60-inch roll and they were just like saran wrapping the thing. And I've been doing paint protection since '96, and I'm looking at this going, holy shit, that's a lot of film.
It's scary.
You're carrying a lot of film and then start squeegeeing it. What are the difficulties installing this film?
So it's everything, coming from an installer point of view, it's everything that you try to avoid in the automotive industry. You don't want to do it outside. Boats, you do outside. It's the very first thing you don't want to do is mandatory in boats is you're going outside and you're doing the install, depending on the side of the vessel.
Sure.
But it's just the massive amount of film that you're trying to handle where, one installer can do a full Porsche or full Ferrari by themselves with no problem. If you get to a 39, 45-foot yacht and you're doing the hulls on it, you're talking 5 people.
What are the price
And that's
tags?
just to hold the film.
So not a yacht. Let's say, I'm seeing a lot of center console boats. They have like triple 300s or 450s. And, there's a couple of guys in our industry, like one of my dear friends, Danik and Mike, and it's Eurotech. They're really like genuine great people. Raven Dexter, he's got a new boat now.
That thing's gorgeous.
It is. They're both just heading up this new era of going after center console boats and going after the marina. I saw him doing MTI, which is a huge badass boat. What are the price tags for those? For an install, I'm just curious.
If you went all in, I think when I was talking to Ray Van Dexter on it, they had just finished, I think it was a 42-foot MTI, and they did the hulls, they did the engine, ceramic coating, and everything. I think it was $47,000.
And they did it in what, a week?
Yeah, it was like I think a team of 4 days, 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, isn't that incredible?
That's huge.
Yeah, but
those ticket numbers are nuts.
It's like commercial properties. When you tint a building, you don't get a building every day.
No.
But you go and say, oh, I had to deal with the contractor, I had to do with this, I had to do with that. And it took 6 months to get that job. So when people see me do like big buildings, that was a year.
Yeah, they don't understand what the sales cycle. They don't understand what the cycle is. It's long.
And so when you do boats, it's probably, oh man, the boat's in the water. We're using it all summer. Hey, instead of going and paying my detail guy to clean it and get it ready for winterizing, let's get it back out of the water. Let's paint protect it, the film, because the paint protection films has a hydrophobic coating. The films that you sell have coatings on them?
No, so the marine does not have the built-in hydrophobic.
It doesn't.
It does not.
Okay, I did not know that.
And for part of the reason is some of the areas when we're doing the install, we need to have the film sometimes overlap like you would in vinyl.
Okay.
So if it's a hydrophobic, the film won't stick to itself.
See, this is important information. I've been doing installs for years. I would have just thought that, I'm just going to buy the hydrophobic part.
Yeah.
Now, see, this is educational. So anybody that's looking and getting into the marine, these are some questions. Now, what is edge sealing and what are you doing?
So edge sealing, that's kind of the differentiator is when you're getting near the water line, anything that's going to be having the water spray up against it when the boat's in motion, we have to protect any of the leading edges that are close to the water that are going to take that beating, because we've all known if you hit a pressure washer with a car that's got clear bra, you can cut through it and lift the edges. So think about it. That's just 5 minutes of you accidentally hitting it, where this is purposely in a water doing 70 miles an hour.
What's the product that you're doing to seal it?
It's a proprietary product. It's a liquid.
Oh, it's a liquid.
It's a liquid. You paint it on with a paintbrush.
Really?
It's only it's a 1 inch strip. It's half inch on the film, half inch on the hull.
Who designed this sealant?
It's proprietary.
Okay.
It's proprietary.
But it's made for the marine.
It's
you
made for
tested
it. Yep.
Okay, so it's safe for the gel coat.
It's safe for it. There's 2 products that remove it. It's acetone and pure rubbing alcohol.
Okay.
Nothing else will remove it. So if you use like vinegar, it doesn't phase it. If you use muriatic acid, it doesn't phase it. So the things you would normally use to clean your boat won't remove it.
So this is very important. I mean, I have $1 million boat, and you come and wrap it, and then you peel this stuff off one day, and it rips you don't want that.
Nope.
You want to make sure that you've tested it,
Yep.
and that it's not going to damage it.
Yep, and that's why this product's been out a while now. So, but everything that we're doing on it, it's incredible. It doesn't leave any residue behind, like some of the edge sealing, like your primer 94s, where sometimes that can bite into the clear coat and cause damage. This doesn't.
How long is this stuff going to last?
I mean,
what's the warranty on this?
So we guarantee, so the protection film and the ceramic coating have a 3-year warranty, where, in your cars, it's usually 10-year.
Well, this is some water, man. It's salt water.
It's salt water. It's, when you get into some of the brackish water, and then you get
still self-healing?
It's
Like
still
I've had boats. I don't own any more boats. My days are over. My kids, we had boats. We had this.
The best boat is your friend's boat.
Exactly. And so I've had boats, and parking a boat, you're going to hit a dock, you're going to hit things. So just know that you're going to scratch your boat.
Yeah, it's just like in a car. If you get something that bumps up against it and scuffs it lightly, you can usually get it out. But if you get into an accident, it's still going to cause damage. It's the same, and that's what we're trying to teach people in the marine or boating industry, is this is not a steel shield that is protecting your boat from ramming into a dock at 10 knots.
Right.
You're going to have a problem.
Yeah, it's for the little tiny. It's when the water comes up. It's the oops.
It's the oops.
Yeah,
that's what that's prevents. It prevents the oops.
And the international market, like you just said, we got some things in Spain. You're now doing stuff overseas. This is going to grow very rapidly.
It is already. We're active in Canada. Just a few months ago, we did Spain, we did Italy, we did Portugal, and now we're down here in Sydney. I head up to the Gold Coast in a couple days to head that up, and then I go back to the States. I'm gonna head down to like Lake of the Ozarks for some high-speed runs on the lake while we're doing a show there, and then September I head to London and Scotland for launching there. And then towards the end of the year, then we'll head over to Abu Dhabi to Yas Marina.
Oh man, that's gonna be incredible.
It's the market
over there. Oh man, you get in over there, buddy.
Well, we're already in over there. They're just waiting for us to come.
The royalty people over there.
So and Yas Marina. I mean, that's a home run.
Yeah,
that is it.
Did you have any boats lined up to do over there?
There's got a couple of them over there that are waiting to talk to us on it. So we've got one shop over there. One of the I'm sure you're familiar with the company over there, but but they're really excited about this.
I'm sure they are.
London is already very busy on it. Scotland, I was just talking to the guys from Scotland yesterday.
You're gonna add any more staff? Now it's just you and Jason, right?
Yeah, it's just Jason and I right now. It's we're spread pretty thin.
Are you able to keep up an inventory?
Oh yeah, we're fine with inventory.
Okay, so you've projected the inventory.
Yep, we've projected it in all the places.
You're
so
not running low or anything.
As we launch, Like Australia has it in stock.
Okay.
You know, for Spain and Italy, it's in stock.
Okay.
So we're making sure that when we, you know, and that's why, you know, I call it my world tour, you know, for this year and next year, is as we're doing a hard launch like we are here this week, is now we're letting everybody know is that, yes, the products are here, they're available, you can buy them. And their trainers for here, they are trained for Marine to train the shops here so that they can be certified to put
Well,
the
I can tell you
products
what, man, I'm one marketing guy to another. Since you've ran a business before and you did a fantastic job with PFS, you're doing a fantastic job with Marine, and some of the videos that you're putting out are unbelievable. You're doing a great job. I'm just really actually in awe. I'm like, look back and I'm like, I don't really have a huge desire myself as far as my personal business model, but like when we do get people in that want tint on boats, and we do some of the marinas, and now I would probably with the cut kits. There's a few cut kits still available for
Yeah,
this
so
now.
we're patterning them. So, you know, a lot of the Mastercrafts, some of
Yep.
the Malibus and all that, we're creating, just like Automotive.
Good.
You know, we're having the design team pattern the wakeboard
I am
boats
lazy
especially.
and I want lazy work.
Yep.
So if you've got it adapt, I will probably want to do it.
Yep.
But if I had to go out and go, hey man, I got a boat, I want to go free.
Nah, you don't want to hand
I don't
cut all
have
of it.
4 guys out here all day. Like I'm more of an efficient turn and burn company. We do PPF. I do enjoy PPF, but I like to pick and choose the cars we do. I'm not an exotic guy, and we did years ago. I got a few Instagram videos of us doing the Lambos and stuff.
Yeah,
Now-
we've had discussing that. You used to make fun of me like you're
my
an
business
idiot
model
for
is
doing
just
all those
different.
cars.
Like I want to have less risk, and I want to be able to sleep at night, come to Australia, and go. You know what? Did we mess up some window tint today? Oh, let's rip it off and redo some window tint. You rip off a freaking Ferrari, and next thing you know, you're painting a Ferrari because the guy didn't tell you that there was some paint work on it, and you're painting a $5,000 full front end on it. So the risk liability, that's why I want to know what the liability is on doing marine. And if there's much liability, I want to know that first before I train the people and get into this business. But I've been tinting boats since the early 90s. And some of these boats are very difficult to tint.
Yes, they
some of those
are.
curved sides.
There's some wicked curves in those corners.
This one guy looks at me and he goes, how you gonna tint? I go, but you 60-inch roll. I'm gonna have to shrink it sideways.
Take a look at a Viking,
know.
72-inch tall film,
Yes.
15 feet long.
Yes.
How many people do that on a daily basis?
No.
You know, we've got Corey at Amazing Tints in Fort Lauderdale. He does that window by himself in about an hour and a half. And you watch a video of him, he looks like a contortionist. And
He's using his
Corey's
feet.
tall. He's like 6'2",
Yeah.
and he's laying on the dash trying
Yeah.
to tint it.
So
You're
we're-
like, wow.
We're here in Sydney, Australia. XPEL has distribution here. This is their first XPEL dealer conference. The excitement here is incredible. Like I think it's different than the States because these guys are craving something new. It's like I had one guy on the conference I was in today. He goes, "We're 10 to 15 years behind the United States in this market. So the growth potential here is insane.
Huge.
And they're having a little bit of some issues that we haven't shared in the States is labor. There's a lot of rules and regulations. There's a lot of labor issues when it comes to people hiring people to do this type of work because they don't realize they can make a good living in this work. So the guy goes, I'm going to go be a cop and I'm going to go get my benefits. I'm like, why don't you want to do this?
Exactly.
So we need to educate the public workforce that there's opportunity here. And if they see the opportunity and they understand the opportunity, then they're going to get into this market.
Yeah, people don't understand the money that's here.
It's insane.
It's crazy money. And yeah, we talked about that. Like in my first session this morning, you know, you're sitting and then you walk in, you know, I've got a pretty big room for my breakout session. I was like, God, I hope I can fill the seats. My 10 o'clock session, we had every seat was filled.
Yep.
And I think there was 7 or 8 people standing while we were doing that. And we ran, I think, 20 minutes over on the very first session. And then, you know, the rest of the day I was in little tiny breakouts with a bunch of different people wanting to ask more questions.
Yeah, the marketing material that you have, the videos that you're doing, and where you're going is absolutely incredible. And I wanted to say thanks for coming on the podcast. We're going to go eat some dinner here in Sydney, Australia, and on Ryan Townsley, heading up Marine. If you're a window tinting shop across the country, paint protection shop across the country, you want to get a Marine, how easy is it to get access to have access to you?
It's easy. If everyone follows Instagram, so you know we're just XPEL_Marine
_Marine.
_Marine on XPEL. I run that page.
So if I message you on that,
You messenger, I'll get the message.
That's awesome. So
yep.
if you want to get into it, call your rep. call your dealer, but I would first maybe ask some questions if you have any questions about how to get into this business and what marine looks like for you. Reach out to
and it's not for everybody, and that's what we want to make sure that when we do it, we tell people that they're like, I really want to do it, and after we talk to them, probably 50% of them go, oh, I never thought about all that.
What about certification?
So we do require a marine training. If let's say you're a shop and you're already doing automotive window tint and you're doing commercial residential window tint, we can bypass a marine training for tint because it's just you're tinting a different piece of glass.
As far as PPF, I want to get into boats. What certification do you need?
So you need to go through, depending, if you already are doing cars and this isn't your first time doing it, you're still going through a 3-day certification training for marine. We're not teaching you how to mix your solution, how to hold your squeegee, but what we're teaching you is how do you handle a 60-inch roll 60 foot long in a little bit of wind in the direct sunlight. So we're teaching you all the things that you're going to have to encounter as you do it. So it's more of just kind of the tips and tricks that we want to. In ceramic coating, same thing, the curing or the flash time is a little bit different than automotive, so we need you to understand what that looks like. Yep, a little bit longer. So you just need to be careful, and just little things to watch out for, where to
Watercraft. I saw you had 2 jet skis. You have little kits there
PWCs.
now? Are you starting to get
Yes. Yeah, we're going to start kitting those. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we have all the engine cowlings. We have the engine cowls for all the Mercuries. We have quite a few Yamahas. We're starting to get some of the Hondas patterned.
I see the displays are pretty big.
Multifunction displays.
So you have, do you have any kits for the displays?
I think we have, last I checked, was around 120
That's
for the
awesome.
kits. So we've got all of those.
Up and coming area, guys. If you like boats, want to do wakeboard, want to ski, want to hang out on the water and get into a business and make some money, screw the cars, screw the buildings, get into the boats. Hey, Brian, thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Thanks, brother.
All right, man. See you.
All right, thanks.